Alright, so we want to... We're all full up on everything. Nice. We're going to have a big fight. We're still in STS. Refresh the screen.
So, did you find anything?
I did.
Or do you need my help?
Report the discoveries.
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy
Thank you so much
founder?
for 3 months.
New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
That's how the silver people I did.
This is T-Slay the Spire. Lies.
Oh no, Twitch is lying. Oh, we got a reward. We reveal the truth and give her the relics.
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more.
Tell me more.
This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On the other, he prayed to a god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes.
Yeah.
Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal.
Yes, we will.
You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof.
We got
All
proof.
this
We got
evidence.
proof, Timnos.
With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries
Killed
and of the
Virgil.
danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply
like
with
we
our
are.
orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
Alright, here we go. There's going to be a storm here, and then we're going to dash back, I think.
I can't hold on much longer!
Check it out. Uh-oh. Oh, we're down. How many of them were left? Quite a lot. That's a good fight. It's very confined though. Oh man, we've got to go all the way back here. I tried to sneak a quick save in. It didn't like that. I did manage to get a storm off though, and then get out of there.
So, did you find it?
We discovered a cave, mostly native.
And have you found...
Skip, 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 skip.
There
Blah,
were
blah, blah,
also...
blah,
he was-
blah,
that is-
blah,
Excuse me, you must come. You realize so far
and
we...
I see.
blah, 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 blah.
It seems we are arriving.
Blah, blah, blah,
We-
blah,
we-
blah, 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 blah.
See who the enlightened will favor. Let's see who the enlightened will favor.
Now. Oh, everyone's died, that's why. Straight away, like how many people? Okay, so it's like all of them versus me. That's not a good that's not a good plan. No, I probably don't want to fight you.
So, did you find anything?
We discovered...
And...
There were also... he was-
You-
that is...
Look, you...
and he-
we...
I see.
It seems we are. We
But death!
Oh, there's a lot of them. I didn't go off.
I'm wounded, I need help.
That didn't go well at all.
Green blood! I can't hold on much longer!
That's not gonna work. We're very mad at us, yeah. Wonder why that didn't get a lot of them.
So, did you find it?
We discovered a...
And
There were all... he was-
you...
that is...
Excuse
and he-
me.
I see.
It seems we are arriving right on.
Virgil.
I'm afraid...
We were out of luck, but since you
Death to the...
Let's see who the enlightened will favor.
Oh, Sura just got one. And Kurt goes down really fast as well. Yeah, I think the storm might stun them really quickly, but then they all get pulled out of the fight, so that's not going to work. Can't I hide the findings? I don't know, Fox. I'm playing a first blind playthrough. So I don't know what I can do later. And if we decided to not do that, to not reveal the findings, and I couldn't get to reveal them later, I'd be very upset with the decision.
So, did you find...
We discovered a cave...
And...
There were all... he was... that is...
Excuse
and you think that this time...
We have solid proof.
I see.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your excellency...
We demand
How can you even...
out of love, but since you refuse...
Death to the... I can't hold on
Sure,
much
just
longer.
down straight away. This is gonna be a mission. This is interesting. The last couple of tough fights we've had have been sort of like one-on-one against a big monster, and they haven't been, you know, so quick and potentially over. Like, they've been long, drawn-out things. I understand, like, that the fight starts straight away as soon as the speech is over, but this is having to do this is brutal.
He was. That is.
Excuse
And he,
me.
It's... We but...
Kurt's down straight away as well. That guy's a bit of a pain. Oh, I'm just trying to get a glimpse of who's around and what's going on. I wonder if I go out if I dash out the back.
So,
we discovered a cave.
and
There were,
for you,
that is.
excuse
And
me.
I see.
It seems we are arriving. We would inform... We demand...
How can you even...
out of love, but since you refuse...
Death to the...
Drink a potion.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Okay, this is working a lot better. Major magic potion.
Running out of energy. Drink a potion.
I'm wounded. I need help.
I cannot believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact
Nice.
that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Mateus. They will not dare to attack you there. Even if these men were the last forces that the Inquisition could send us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
I suppose I could use what I learned about her to persuade her. And I could bring Petrus with me. He will surely
We
find
could
the words to convince
leave
her.
Siora behind.
That would be most helpful. Father Petrus is renowned for his eloquence. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content. And I will meet you at the palace in San Mateus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Nice. Alright, so the biggest difference there was I got out to the back and put the storm down and stunned 3 of the guys at the back. And I think I got a couple of the ones sort of in the middle. Ooh. But by getting the ones at the back, which I don't think I was getting the ones at the back the first couple of times, it meant they were out of the fight for good, and they weren't. Whereas the ones I was stunning at the start, because at the front, the other fighters were unstunning them. And then instead of taking the ones down that we stunned, I was able to pick off a couple of the weakling ones that our guys were fighting, and then restun the 3 outside the camp individually. Get some heals out that are effective because everyone was sort of fighting 1v1 instead of having 2 enemies on them. Kurt still went down at one stage though, but that's okay. A bit of a softy. Aren't you, Kurt? A bit of a softy, Kurt? A bit soft, Kurt? Kurt's a bit soft. So that's going to be like in a world travel, yeah? Meet with sister, yeah. So we'll just go travel. We'll swap out and get Petrus. Drink a potion. You're running out of magic green blood. Yo, Karan, what's going on, my dude? Behind me. Am I supposed to be able to jump down there? Am I just looking? I went the wrong way, Panz. Travel's going to take 18 hours. We've got to meet her there in 24. That seems good. Siora out. Petrus in. Oh. We don't have any of this stuff. Oh, wait, so. Oh, a nice hammer. When's Kurt going to be able to have this stuff? Can I wear that? I can. Oh no, I can't. Endurance 1. Oh, dang nabbit. You know what? I'm going to put it all in my thing. I keep saying I need to go through my stash and do stuff, but I never do. Endurance 4. I often wonder when I get items as rewards that I can't use because they're like I don't have the stats to put them on. I wonder if I've advanced too far in the quest line without leveling up enough, you know what I mean? Like instead of just sitting back and farming a little bit. Because usually like in older RPGs it was easy. You're level 10 and you get to an area where everything's level 13. You're like, oh, we might need to farm a little bit and keep up with the level, you know. But RPGs these days tend to stay away from that because people are like, numbered linear RPGs, bad design. It's like, well, no, it's fine. You just whinge too much. But I often find that in the numbered RPGs, I'd go too fast. But yeah, you go, okay, well, I've got to just slow it down a bit. I'm a wizard. I'm not. No, I know, but that's the endurance number's too high for Kurt, because my level's not high enough for Kurt to have the endurance, so I can't put it on him. Oh, I probably should have waited some time in there. We got like 4 hours to kill. The items are too luxury? No, well, that could be an option. But if the quest rewards you're getting are... Oh, I don't want to wait 5 hours. Ugh. Why can't I just rest a... If the quest rewards you're getting are too high to be able to use, there's a potential that means you completed a quest that was further in front of where your characters theoretically should be. Especially if you were struggling to do it. And that, I mean, I had a couple of deaths on that big fight, but I wouldn't say it was a struggle. You know, I'd found a different strategy that worked. Just wait for her. Like a buff or getting an aura from someone. Alright, so she's here now? Cool. You ready?
Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting your arrival.
I've been here for
Sister
2 hours.
Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of your achievements and telling me about the incredible discoveries you've made.
These relics shed a new light on the last years of our founder. It all demonstrates that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but, on the contrary, he would even have adopted some of their rituals, merging the cult of the enlightened and the cult of nature in a single dogma.
These discoveries, if they can be verified, are extraordinary.
Camera? Good.
But they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our nation. We must first verify their authenticity. You are the only ones who entered this cave. Could what you have witnessed been a falsification?
We'll tell her everything.
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There is no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any.
Okay, we'll tell about the Guardian as well.
The entrance to the cave was protected by one of those giant creatures that the natives call a Nardaig. These Guardians usually protect sacred places, and let no one enter without a fight. I had to kill this beast, which leads me to think that nobody had entered the cave for a very long time.
Well, let's go.
We discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent Saint Matthias without a doubt. He is depicted with his chaplet. In one, he is praying for the divinity of the island. In the other, his face was being painted by a native. I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but their antiquity proves that they are genuine.
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the Enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
Reminder of debt. Well, we could suggest you visit the cave herself. Let's go.
I understand your doubts, Your Eminence, but you yourself asked me to conduct the investigation. It seems to me that the best way to address this matter would be for you to go to the place yourself. Then you will see that what I've described to you is true.
I suppose you would not suggest such a thing if you had lied to me.
No
but
bluff.
you are right. I need to see for myself what secrets this place hides.
Let's talk about the Autoluminous attacks.
I would also like to inform you that a member of the Ordo Luminous was part of the expedition. He tried several times to sabotage it, even killing many of his colleagues for it, and finally attacked us as we were preparing to join San Mateus.
Who'd have thought that the remaining members of the Order would go to such extremes? But I fear these attacks are just a reflection of what will happen if your discoveries are made public.
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma? He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown more wisdom. Saint Mateus shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus.
That's right.
You who are always so political, yet your words seem sincere. You give me something to think about. Thank you. Does anyone wish to add anything?
Yeah, let's keep
I
going.
understand your doubts about the future that will inevitably be caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Thélème today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision. After careful consideration,
Well,
I
good.
have decided that it is my duty to reveal your discoveries to the world. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened by Saint Mateus.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help with the study of these relics.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to take me to see this cave. I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder ended his days. As for you, Your Excellency, I thank you for the help you have given us. Your sincere insight has encouraged me to make this difficult decision.
It was my pleasure.
Let me
They're
also
less jerk
thank
faces
you,
than
Your
they were at the start of the
Excellency.
game.
Without you, we would still be in the shadows.
The other half of them are jerk faces, though. We got a reward, too. Better be useful. Be a useful reward. Well, it turns out that, like, remember the very first quest we got for them was to, like, get rid of the heretics? Oh, in the pit? We've done okay, done alright in the pit. But that was the Autoluminous side of them. Like, trying to snuff out what they've been doing here. Oh, we could do this now, actually.